Every parent hopes to raise a kind child. One who shares without being forced, who notices when a friend is left out, who is gentle with people who have less. The temptation is to think kindness is something a child either has or doesn't have. The research tells a better story. Empathy is not a fixed trait. It is a skill that grows, and the ordinary things you do every day help build it. A toddler who snatches a toy is not a cruel child. Their empathy is still under construction. Researchers describe it unfolding in stages. Even before age 2, its roots are visible. An 18-month-old will try to comfort someone who is upset, usually copying what they have seen caring adults do. Around ages 4 and 5, something important clicks. Children begin to understand that another person can want, know, and feel something different from them. Then between roughly 7 and 12, that capacity deepens. Children start to recognize subtler emotions like embarrassment, guilt, and pride. That single insight changes everything. If kindness were inborn, there would be nothing to do but hope. Because empathy is built, every ordinary day is a chance to help build it. The headline finding from decades of research is this: children absorb kindness from what you do, not from what you say. Studies show that the way adults behave toward others, strangers, people who are struggling, animals, directly shapes children's own beliefs and behavior. Your child is always watching how you treat the cashier, the neighbor, the relative who is hard work. This is both sobering and freeing. Sobering, because off-guard moments teach too. Freeing, because it means you don't need a special program. Your ordinary conduct is the lesson. In Sikh tradition, this lived example has always been the point. Selfless service, given freely, with no expectation of return, is empathy made visible and physical. It is not a sermon about kindness, it is kindness performed. A child who grows up seeing service treated as normal and joyful learns that caring for others is simply what people do. Empathy also depends on a quiet mental move, stepping out of your own head to imagine what someone else is feeling. The good news is this can be practiced. You don't need a program. You need ordinary moments. The everyday version is simply naming feelings and inviting your child to wonder about them. Look at his face. How do you think he's feeling? She didn't get a turn. What might that feel like? Over time, these small questions train a child to look past their own viewpoint and consider someone else's. That is the engine of kindness. Empathy that stays inside is only half the journey. The aim is a child who not only feels for others but acts, who moves from "I notice you're sad" to "let me help." Guru Arjan Dev Ji wrote that a settled, content heart overflows outward as compassion for all living beings. For a child, this looks small and concrete at first: sharing a snack, comforting a crying friend, being gentle with a pet, helping serve in the community kitchen at the Gurdwara. Each is empathy completing itself in action. Here is what Sikhi offers that is rare, a reason to be kind that reaches everyone. The foundational Sikh belief is that the same divine light lives in every person. From there, kindness is not a favor to outsiders. It is simply recognizing the same source in all. Guru Arjan Dev Ji expressed the lived experience of this simply: no one is my enemy, and no one is a stranger. A child who truly believes that has empathy's deepest foundation already in place. So how do you build all of this? Let your child catch you being kind. Name feelings out loud in your child and in others, so emotions become something they can notice and read. Invite perspective-taking with gentle "I wonder how they feel" questions in everyday moments. Give empathy a job real, age-sized chances to help. And notice kindness when it happens, describing it simply rather than overpraising. Avoid forcing apologies or sharing as a performance. Empathy cannot be ordered, it has to be grown. Avoid labeling a child as selfish. Self-focus is a normal stage, not a character flaw. Labels stick, and they don't teach. Raising a kind child is not a single talk you give. It is something built together, one watched act of service, one "I wonder how they feel," one chance to help at a time. The same light in everyone. That is one of the warmest gifts a family can pass on.